Welcome back to Design and Thrive Studio. We have another podcast here with Isabella Stoloff with Shaman Isabella. Hello, Isabella. How are you?
It's happy to be back. Happy to hear about
Yeah,
all your exciting news of branching out and moving forward and continuing to grow. That's what we want. We want spiritual growth,
that's
we
right.
want monetary growth, we want to create abundance and peace and harmony. I think we should all take a breath. I don't think we breathe enough.
Deep breaths, in and out.
Yeah, takes like a
Yeah.
second. We are going so fast.
Mm.
We just go, 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 go. We don't know what direction we're going in. We're trying new things. We're trying to do this. We're leaving this behind. Like I think that as an elder, now that I'm an elder, it's really time to slow down. And if I could have slowed down at your age, and you guys are in such a whole new energy that it's crazy. But I feel not you're very tuned in. You just don't know that you're very tuned in. So I think that I know I wanted to do the victim consciousness thing, but I think
Yeah.
that it's more, and we can tie in the victim consciousness, but I think it's more about the intuition. I think it's more about trusting your intuition. And if you're going at warp speed, you don't have time to trust your intuition because you can't hear it
Mhm. That's right.
and you're stepping over it. So tell me for you, and then probably you're tuned into the audience members. What do you think about your intuition? What do you feel? Do you feel intuitive? Do you think you're dialed in? Do you think you're not? Are you scared of it?
Yeah.
Tell me.
Emotionally, I feel like I'm more aware with like let's say interaction with people. Now my intuition sense like to foresee and forecast things. I misinterpret my intuition often. Or let's say I misjudge my interpretation of it. So I think maybe this will be the outcome, and then it doesn't turn out that way.
So I think in the future for you, if something sounds like a good idea, I have something called the 3-day rule. So wait 3 days. Not that I can always do it, because I also go off into the next, what looks like the next best thing. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. But I try to ask myself, is that ego or is that spirit driven? And you know how you can tell by the feeling in your gut, feeling in your heart as well. But your gut is so you have a first brain and a second brain, right? So you have an intuitive sixth chakra brain here, you have an intuitive gut third chakra here. This one is most important because the brain one, you can get like, is that ego? Is that me? Is that intuition? Is that spirit? If you trust your gut first, so sit with it, ask your heart, how do I feel about this next move? Was that an intuitive hit? And if your gut feels funky at all, you're going to know it's not. You're going to know. And you're going to wait like 3 days. I give it the 3-day rule. After 3 days, check again. How does my heart feel about this decision? How does my gut feel about this decision? And if somebody is pushing you and saying, you got to decide now, you got to decide now, you got to decide now. No, I don't. Well, I need your money right away. It's now or never. Now's the sale. No, I'm waiting. How does that feel to you?
I only feel my gut when it's empty. I mean, I could ask my heart, like, is this the right decision? It might beat faster. What does that mean?
It could mean you're excited about it, could mean you're anxious for it. So take that heartbeat and go into your gut. If my gut's empty, okay, then eat something first.
When you look into your gut, because I mean, like, let's be a simplified, more non-spiritual type. If I was perspective on this, when you ask yourself, how do I feel about the decision in my gut? So you got to practice and build that muscle, I guess, right?
Right, right.
Yeah.
And
Be
how do you
more aware, but and tune your body. And when you ask that question and you feel it, how do you know when it's a good decision when in your gut when you feel it?
you don't feel anxious? You don't feel
You don't feel
anxious.
hungry.
You feel at peace. So when asking your gut, how do I feel about this decision, and making yourself have this 3-day rule, you know what it's like to feel good. You know what it's like to feel peaceful in your mind, body, and soul. And so you wait for that feeling and you ask yourself again, is this a good decision for my business? Oh, no, because I'm like this. So I can't tell the difference between the excitement, the fear, or the reality. Spirituality, here's the thing. Spirituality and realism is not that different. Manifesting and realism is not that different. Recently, I had a client said, well, I'm a realist. Okay. You could be a realist for a negative outcome, and you could be a realist for a positive outcome. How do
Mm,
you want to spend your time? Do you want to spend your time worried and in fear about whether or not this is going to happen? Or do you want to spend your time believing in it, saying it's going to happen, and feeling good about it? Either way is realistic. Vibrationally, the universe doesn't know the difference. So if you're focused on this in fear and anxiety, and it's never going to happen, and I'm not going to be able to make it, then that's what the universe will bring you. If you focus on feeling good and this is what it'll feel like once I have it, then the universe will bring you that. That's the law of attraction.
okay, wonderfully said. So you feel from your inner looking out, what is your confirmation bias if it was positive or negative, right? So your world will feed back to you what you truly believe deep down inside.
But most of us truly believe that it's not going to happen. So since we truly believe that it's not going to happen, it doesn't. That's that
Mhm.
subconscious self-sabotage brain that you have to work really, really hard to get out of. And it takes time, and it takes patience, and it takes fortitude, and possibly it takes my detox, the mind, body, spirit course, which
There
I
you go.
finally launched. It really helps. They're short, there's 15 videos in all, but there's 5 short, like 20 to 30-minute videos you can sit in front of, listen to me talk about the negative loop, the negative brain, and how to get out of it. We need support. I mean, it's hard to do by yourself. It was hard for
That's
me,
right.
but I
Yeah.
did it. I took the courses I needed to take. I trusted the money would show up. So here's the thing about money. We have been raised to believe that money is the root of all evil. It's not. Money loves to be loved. Money is an energy. Money can do good things. But in the back, in the subconscious, we have this, you have to work hard for it. An artist has to struggle. An actor has to struggle. In business, you have to struggle to get to the top. This is old programming, old programming. We are in a new program. Update your programming system. You're in a new program. This computer in your head needs an upgrade. The upgrading system says, I love money. Money comes to me easily and effortlessly. Anything I put my mind to, because wherever thought goes, energy follows, will come to me. I believe in myself. I trust in myself. I go for it. And that's it. And if you stay in the feeling of what it feels like to create it, you're going to create it. Problem is, we're working against this old program. So we have to do something to break free from it.
Because most of the times I feel like when I'm operating on my business, it's like flat. Like sometimes I get my creative juices flowing, but I'm not super ecstatic. I'm not super excited, but I feel more pragmatic. It feels flat. What's your take on that?
That there's no energy behind it. That either it's not the right decision, or you have to go into how it will feel to you once it's complete. You have to see yourself on the other side of it. So I know that once I have this, I'm going to be able to travel. I'm going to be able to support my family, whatever it is that we're looking to do. You have to feel what it feels like there. And if you cannot get the feeling, then that is not the business for you. That's my feeling. For me, when I first started doing spiritual healings in 2009, 2010, I sat down and I knew how many healings I would have to do a day to be able to pay my mortgage, to be able to raise my family, to be able to do my thing. I knew it was 3 to 4 clients a day, 3 to 4 days a week. So I said to myself, I need 3 to 4 clients a day, 3 to 4 days a week. And then I would actually do healings on things like I would heal the cat. I would heal the house. I would heal the energy that I felt was out of sync on the planet. I would heal myself. I would heal my friends. I would just make sure that I was doing 3 to 4 clients a day, 3 to 4 days a week, even if I hadn't gotten paid yet, so that the universe knew I was serious. And the universe all of a sudden started bringing it, started bringing it. Then I realized, like, I'd cut myself short. That was still not enough money to survive in Orange County. So I had to raise my prices and I had to see 5 clients, so it was a growth thing. And for 15 years, I did that, and I created the courses and I did classes and I did ceremonies in the backyard and I took people on spiritual journeys around the world. And it was a wonderful ride. I had a wonderful time. And, as we talked about before, 2020 changed things. And now I'm only working online and have my clients online and do a few tours. But yeah, just if you're feeling flat, I would look at something different. But first, before you look at something different, I would put yourself as if it's already happened. So there's something called the vortex. And in the vortex, if you put all the energy in the vortex of how it feels after it already happened, like I would get myself really excited. Like, oh my gosh, I actually did it. Oh my gosh, I had 3 to 4 clients today. Wow. I paid all my bills on time and I had money left over to travel and, whatever it was for me. And I was making people happy. That's the other thing. It wasn't just about the money. It was also about watching their spiritual growth and seeing them manifest more in their lives and knowing that my coaching was helping them to have a better life. It wasn't just about me and money and manifesting for myself and my family. I was also manifesting for those people I was helping. So for you, you have to think about the clients that you're helping with your cold emails, watching their business grow, watching them manifest more because of the work that you're doing. So for me, my spiritual healings was creating communities, creating more abundance for everyone. It wasn't just for me. It was for anybody's life I touched. It was, bring me the clients that I can help at the deepest level, that can really understand what I'm doing and grasp and bring that love and light into the world, bring that healing into the world. So for you, it's helping people's businesses, helping them support their families more, seeing what it feels like when they call you and say, oh my gosh, because of that, I got 10 new clients this week and I've made, $100,000, whatever it is, that sparks you, that makes you grow.
That's right. Now, before we hop into the topic of your recent trip,
Yeah.
last, one last question is,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I want to know now. It's like when you get spiritual, you get in a good zone, right? I have my altar here for my loved ones. So when I pray, when I pray at night to God, my God, before I go to sleep, and I'm wondering like, I'm in a good mood. And then it's like, and then throughout the day, it fluctuates, right? You never be so attuned to that energy. How can we make it so more consistent throughout day to day, just keeping that same vibe?
So we come back to the breath. We come back to slowing down. We come back to your intuition, coming back to the moment. Because, of course, you young people are fighting against a whole other energetic field. So you're inundated with so much information, you don't really have time to stop and smell the roses. You don't have time to notice the butterfly that just went past, or the bird, or the message that brought, or the feather that's on the ground. So you have to bring that awareness into your day. And when the butterfly passes, or the bird is tweeting, or the rose is there for you to smell, or the feathers on the ground, or the pennies on the ground, everything is spirit trying to come through to you. So what I say is, angels and guides, bring me a moment, bring me a message. Angels and guides, I could use your support. We have angels and guides for everything. We have angels and guides for business. In the very beginning, I didn't know how to turn on a computer, let alone make a website, let alone do Facebook, which was brand new, and YouTube. And I did it with the help of angels and guides. And I would say, okay, business, angels and guides. And there goes a huge butterfly, huge, 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 big orange monarch. You see, and it could be that fast. Spirit just came when I said business, angels and guides. It's funny, I haven't talked to them in a while. So, business, angels and guides, bring
Now's your
down
time.
what
Yeah.
is the next path for me, for Ngoc, for the clients that are watching right now, for the people that are tuning into this spiritual energy, which is so divine. The reason I asked you how you felt about your intuition is that you don't know what I know. And I know that you chose to have the podcast on this week because it is a very, very important week. And it started last week when we were supposed to meet and things happened, but it was okay because it got pushed. Yesterday was 7/7. 7/7 was a portal opening of brand new, beautiful downloads, beautiful energy that really the angels and guides want us to step into. But because of what just happened in Texas and what's happening in America and the riots and all that, we're like watching all of that instead of tuning in to this new energy. Tune in. It's here for the taking. It will continue to be. So you can feel it right now. Like if you stop, just stop for a minute, not go into your energy field. So everybody in the audience, right now, no matter what date it is, doesn't matter that the full moon's on July 10th, 2025. You'll see this in when I'm dead. When I'm dead and gone in 2070, whatever, you'll watch this video, tune into it because it's here. Breathe. It's like a low vibration. See if you can breathe right now. Feel this low kind of energy vibration, and then breathe it in and raise it up and allow it to go through and up into the stars, and ask angels and guides, show me my next path. Angels and guides, show me the business that's right for me now. Show me the path. Make it very, very clear. Show me the signs. Come into my heart. I appreciate you. I love you. I'm grateful. Thank you for opening up this new energy, star beings, whatever it is you believe in, the God of your own understanding. Maybe it's Jesus Christ. Whatever it is for you. I'm not about religion. I'm about spirituality. I'm about your God, about what it is that feels safe and right for you. I'm bringing that energy up and feeling excited about it and interested in it and passionate about this new creative endeavor of how you're going to move forward in your life.
Wonderful. Thank you for that. So let's get into your trip.
Who knew that for my 65th birthday, my husband was going to send me to Italy to take an intuitive painting course? I never painted. I always said I couldn't draw. I always said I didn't know how. I didn't know, oh, I don't know how to paint. I don't know how to draw. I'm not good at, I have a master's degree in theater. I'm an actor. I can do that. Excuse me. I could do that. And, art, my sisters are artists. My grandfather was an artist, not me. Never, 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 never. I get to Italy to this beautiful intuitive painting course. And the paintings that I made just showed up. The ones that I made there, I don't know, it's probably not going to be able to show up on the screen really well. But
See,
I got that
wow.
all the way back. This is
Is
my
that a
very
painting or like a
on
carpet? Because
canvas.
that looks so clean and smooth.
Yeah, it's on the canvas. And the other one's over there. And then I had my first commission for it. And that's my first commission piece. And then I have these little ones. I've been going nuts. I know how to paint. I know how to paint because I trusted my intuition. It's never too late to start. I trusted my intuition. I did what the teacher was saying. I touched the canvas. I prayed. I did my thing. We brought sage in. It was a phenomenal week. And then I went from there to Paris to visit my cousin and my sister who is there. And then I went to my friends in Greece and I went to Greece. And during that trip, this was the most important. I mean, the whole trip was important, but the coolest thing that happened, can't even say that. Like it was all cool. Like everything, every moment. It was 20 days. It was fantastic.
Wow.
Birthday present ever. My father, Victor Stola, made a film in 1937 in Egypt, in a place called Siwa. My Russian grandparents, I'm 49% Ashkenazi Jew, even though I wasn't raised that way. But my babushka and dedushka came from Tashkent in 1913 when the Tsar was taking over and took their family, I think, first to Palestine or Pakistan. I don't really know. They were gone before I was 3 years old. But anyway, they ended up in Egypt. And so my father was raised in Egypt, first Alexandria, then Cairo. He somehow got a band of merry men on a film tour to Siwa, this oasis, and he made a film called Desert Boy. It was nominated Best Documentary Feature Film 1943. I'm pretty sure it was that film. There's another one in Italy. It could have been Little Isle of Freedom. It's one of them. But Siwa, the Desert Boy, I own. I have it. All of his work is at the Museum of Modern Art in New York City. But I have this DVD. So I've been trying to get it shown. My sister in Paris has been trying to get it shown. I've been wanting to show it in Egypt for years. I've been writing to the consulate. While on this trip, while in Paris, I get an email from the Cultural Library of Siwa. And it said, thank you so much. We would love to honor your father's film and show it here. Tell us what you'd like. You can stay here for free. We'll get you a room. Please come. And I thought, what a beautiful tour I could do. And, I was on my way to Greece. And so I have friends in Santorini that have hotels and restaurants and places for people to stay. And we could do this whole thing. I found this musician. He wants to take my good vibes, positive affirmation deck and have the guests pull a card. And then he'll play music. He's done the music for Gladiator, and he plays this flute that he designed and made himself. And I can't play it, but he made this flute and he sells these flutes. And I can't think of his name right now or the place, but I'm going to take people there. They can make their own flute. And we're going to show my father's film and then show the good vibes cards and bring all this energy together. And then he's going to play a note, and then the person will play their own note, their own physical music. And for those that want to fly over to Egypt, and I can set up a tour for them there and then get to Siwa, which is a 7-hour bus ride, which to me is like, how did my dad get there? 1930s. If it's a 7-hour bus ride now and only private jets fly in for 20 grand, it to me is like magic. So I'm thinking 2027, 2028. It's going to take a couple years to put that together. I canceled the Peru trip for this year with everything going on and the fact that, I just done all this travel. I think I'm going to stay here. I'm going to focus on this. I'm going to paint. I've sold this is sold. These two down here is I can't. I'm like, what is happening? I feel like I don't even know what I'm doing. How can they be sold already? But here we go into this next. Maybe that's the next business. I don't know. Into this next endeavor. I follow energy. So I have to tell you, if you're feeling flat for too long, it's not your passion. You're doing it for the money. It's not going to work. You have to feel. I was so passionate about taking people to Peru, about doing this Peruvian shamanism, even though I was the blonde Orange County. I mean, like, come on. And I got so much flack for it. So much flack. In those days, there was something called Tumblr. It's probably still around. On Tumblr, I posted one of my blogs, which was a modern day shaman. And it was just saying, all it was saying was, how can you be the shaman in your own life? We are all indigenous of somewhere. And somebody took that and just bashed me. Who does she, this white woman, blonde, Orange County? I'm from Hollywood originally. So, hello. Who does she think she is? Blah, blah, blah. And I got so offended. I shut down. I didn't keep going. And my girlfriend goes, there's no such thing as bad press. There were 400 people that read that blog. And that's true, right? But we all are insecure. We all have our thing. Yeah. The thing is that I know there has got to be a shaman in my past life that I was. I know there was probably more than one spiritual healer in my past lives. In my DNA, 49% Ashkenazi Jew, there was a lot of praying going on. There were spiritual people. There was a lot of healing happening. There's no way I'm so good at moving energy. Like, people will sit with me and it doesn't, what takes the longest is people want to talk like in therapy, and that's fine, because then I'm able to track the wound and find either the past life or the childhood wound to clear it and help them move forward in their life. There's no way I'd be that good at it for the past, over 15 years if it wasn't in my vibration to do so. So, like I said, I tell people, become the shaman in your own life. Trust your intuition. Trust your vibe. Trust when you walk into a space, whether or not it feels good or feels bad. Trust if you're with somebody and you feel vampire energy, that they're sucking off you and they're sucking off your energy, because when you leave, you feel depleted. Trust that. Don't trust everything else in the world. Trust yourself. That's my biggest teaching. Trust yourself. And I had a TikTok go viral. The silliest thing. I had a deck of cards. I had all, but not my own. Again, not my own. I had a stack of everybody else's tarot cards. Did a reading for my daughter. She started filming it. It was crazy. All the time, they've spilled. It has 100,000 views. Not that they all watch it. I don't know. Like a million. I don't know. So much energy behind this one thing that my assistant said, let's make you a new Instagram called Spirit Mom Isabella. And you can answer questions of people that have spiritual questions. And that's when I called you and said, God, it'd be so cool if we could have callers call in and ask us questions.
Yeah, that's right. Live. YouTube live. Hey?
Yeah. But they can't call in. Where are they going to call? We need like a Google phone number. Anyway, that's a conversation for
There we
another
go.
day.
Yeah.
But just, what is your passion? Let's pull a card for everyone so they can see
Let's
the
pull a
beautiful.
card. Here we go.
You can get these on Etsy. I made a little booklet to go with it. They are gorgeous. They are absolutely stunning. So we blow, knock on it so that we can clear any old energy, tune in to what's new for the whole group, the collective consciousness at this time. in, let's see. Treat yourself like your own best friend.
Yeah.
Treat yourself like your own best friend. There's a whole teaching around treating yourself like your own best friend. Let's see what I said because I don't remember. And it's in alphabetical order.
Okay.
This is a great way to end this podcast. Treat yourself like your own best friend. Listen to what you tell yourself. Would you speak to a friend this way? Cherish yourself and change whatever keeps you from being your own best friend. When you start truly loving yourself, your whole world expands. This goes right into your intuitive self. Begin with the brain. That is the very first in the Detox Mind, Body, Spirit. The very first video is the mind, and there's 5 of those, but the very first one is about how to shift your negative consciousness. It's 20 minutes. It's spot on. Do that class and then just every time watch that, shift your consciousness, listen to what you're saying, shift that which is negative and unpleasant. So now there's 3 steps. What are you continually telling yourself? Listen without judgment. Think of yourself as a child and feed beautiful ideas to your child within. So when you're listening to how you're talking to yourself, think, would I talk to my inner child this way? Would I talk to a kid this way? No, probably not. I would not be beating them up, telling them they're not good, telling them they're not going to succeed. Listen without judgment and then shift it. And then tell beautiful ideas to your child within. Create positive, loving thoughts and be kind to yourself in every moment. Affirmation, I love myself today. That is the key. How do you love yourself? People talk about loving yourself. How do you love yourself? You love yourself by talking to yourself nicely. It's the first step.
That's my main, how do you say it?
Challenge.
Challenge is self-sabotage.
Yeah.
Big time.
All of us. Me
All of
too.
us.
Me too. I used to think I'd be on Drew Barrymore by now. I thought I would be like talking this to, and then I watch, oh, this woman just did it. I can't think of their names. I don't really follow anybody, but I'm like, oh, that woman just did it. Oh, that woman just wrote a book about it. Oh, that woman just got on that TV show. And I'm like, it's either self sabotage or I'm not supposed to be doing it. So I'm happy where I'm at. I don't beat myself up anymore. I love myself. If that's supposed to be my future and I'm supposed to talk to a larger audience, I will. If I'm not, then I'll be here on these little podcasts doing this. But I'm going to keep talking because I know that it's the way I say things. Everybody else could be saying it a different way, and that person, that group will hear it. And the way I say it is for a very select crowd. They hear the way the vibration is of my voice, and they get it, and they shift, and they change, and they grow, and they evolve, which is my gift to the world. Is what I love to see, watching people shift, grow, and evolve.
Let's keep on giving. Thank you, Isabella, for the part 2 of the series.
Yeah,
Let's reconvene. Like you mentioned, just keep on going with the podcast. Maybe find a way to keep it going, and then, yeah, I mean,
I
like
think
this is
you
just
could.
another hiccup for me. So I'll
Yeah,
just
keep moving
pivot,
past
come
it. I
back to
think
it.
what we were talking about before we started. Go on LinkedIn and see.
Yeah,
Just put a
yeah.
call out. Who knows how to do editing of a podcast and putting it up, and only focus on interviewing the clients. Let someone else make the blog, the newsletter, but whatever it is to keep it going. And for you out there in the world watching this, focus on yourself. Turn off all the noise. Give yourself a few minutes every day to stop, breathe, look at the butterflies, the birds, the trees, feel the energy within and project that energy out and send love and light. Angels and guides, thank you, thank you, thank you. There goes another butterfly. Peace.
Never a dull moment. Take care, Isabella.
Bye, honey. Talk soon.